turned your back on the father's funeral and said, I'm going to the crusade. Will you be popular among your family? Your family going to hate you. And say, imagine your father dead and you going to preach. You wicked. And he spent all in his life. He worked so hard in sun and rain, snow and everything, and send him to school that he could look so good and get a good job. And instead you put away the mission that you were called to do and come and bury. This is what the first follower is saying. This is what the second follower is saying. I have my father to bury. I can't follow you yet until I bury him. How important is he to you? The father dead already. If you go to the funeral, he's still dead. If you don't go, he's still dead. So Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. It means let those who don't have a mission to accomplish stay. But you have a mission. Go and preach the kingdom. Go and preach salvation to somebody. Let somebody else get the salvation. The Father can't get it again if he never get it. Because he's dead already. So you have a mission now to save somebody. It takes radical person to do this. Your wife's dead. One you love so much. You share so much sweet moments with, and she's dead. But at the same time, you are called to deliver somebody. Will you keep mourning for your wife and let the other person die? When you can save that person by praying for that person? Will you say, I'm not see the condition, man, my wife just dead and I'm not calling up to pray for somebody. I'm not taking mercy from me now. I'm taking sympathy from me now. Go make somebody else pray, man. That's the deliver me, you know. But your mission is to give life. Your mission is to give life. The wife is already dead, but there's somebody who is not yet dead. And your prayer can save that person. What will you do? You have to be radical to go and pray for that person and leave the wife. And you won't be popular. You won't be popular if you do that. Because somebody going to say, why easy? Your wife there and him left and gone pray for somebody else. Radical. This is what Jesus said to the follower. That after his condition lay. This is important. Your mission that you are set out to do is more important. What will you do? Verse 44, St. Luke 19:44. And shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. He will dash you down to the ground, and your children, they won't spare you. Even if you're pregnant, they're not going to spare you. Not going to leave you. They will not recognize that you need and understand that you need mercy. You know business with that. And this is how a believer have to be determined that they can do all these things to you. But remember that Jesus promised that He will never leave you nor forsake you. But yet still, somebody buffet you. Yet still, somebody use a stone and lick you. Somebody take away your phone from you. Somebody take your money out of your pocket. And you say, you know, God will be with me and God protect me, and yet still, what will you do? This is how radical we have got to be. The lesson that we gain from this is not just to know if we believe, but this is a test. It's a test of what we have on the inside. It's a test to prove what we have on the inside. Because every day we keep coming and going, and we keep saying and telling people, oh, God is a good God, God is a deliverer, God is a healer, God is this and God is that. But the time will come when it will be tested. And this is when it will be proven if what you are really saying all these times is really true. So it's a test of what you have on the inside. This is the cost. It must be tested. And if what you have is not tested, tried, then it's nothing good. Forget it. If your faith is not tested, forget it. It must be tested. It must be tried. This is the only way you can come out as pure gold. This is the only way you can have a report, a victorious report, and say, I have overcome. If you don't have a test, how is it God can testify when the multitude, when you see the multitude that we speak about in Revelation coming and say, these are those that have overcome, they have not defiled their garments, who have washed their robes in the blood of the Lamb. How can he testify about you when it's never tested? When every day you just keep going sweet and sweet and sweet, and nobody lie on you, nobody persecute you, nobody do nothing negative. Every day you have rice and peas and steak and oxtail and chopped suey and peppered steak and shrimp and all these things, and you're well relaxed. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have it if you can't afford to have it every day, no. If you can afford to have it every day, have it every day. But in having it every day, recognize the source that it is coming from. And don't let it be important more than the source. This is all what this lesson is telling us, you know. The source is more important than the result. Because if the source dry up, there can be no result. If you plant seed in the ground, and the ground decide that I'm not giving that seed no nutrient, no matter how you water it, no matter how you weed around it, no matter how you stir up the soil around it, that seed will never bring forth. Because what? The source dry up. And the source is more important. So many times we play emphasis on the seed and say, boy, this is Julian, Mango Seed. So